Ah, Larry the Lobster, Bikini Bottom's favorite red tank, the walking protein shake, the sun-kissed bodybuilding icon. The lobster so perfectly sculpted, he looks like a Greek statue dipped in glitter. From afar, he seems like he cracked the code of happiness. He's strong, he's popular, he's always smiling. But the closer you get, the more the cracks begin to show. Because beneath the sunglasses, beneath the glossy shell, beneath the flexes that shake Goo Lagoon itself, Larry is suffering. Not little suffering. Not situational suffering. I'm talking about premium-grade, industrial-strength emotional suffering, the kind that could power a small coastal village. Larry doesn't wake up ready to face the day. He wakes up like someone pressed restart on his personal tragedy simulator. Every morning is the same loop. Wake up, check the abs, check the shell shine, check the delts, check for signs of weakness, smile, pretend the crushing pressure doesn't exist, flex. Flex harder, keep flexing, never stop flexing. Imagine being trapped in a body that everyone admires, but no one understands. Imagine being celebrated not for who you are, but for how heavy you can lift things. Larry doesn't get to be Larry. Larry is a brand, a mascot, a public spectacle held together by fear, sunscreen, and the desperate hope that no one notices he's falling apart inside. And that's exactly why we're here. To peel back the shiny red shell and expose the tragedy underneath. Welcome to the beautifully catastrophic suffering of Larry the Lobster. On the surface, Larry looks like he's living the dream. He's ripped. He's tan. He glistens like a freshly waxed sports car under the ocean's sun. Kids admire him. Teens whisper about him. Adults stare just a little too long. Someone, somewhere, absolutely has a poster of Larry in their gym locker with the caption, "No excuses." But here's the truth. That perfection is a trap. And Larry lives inside it. Every flex he does is a performance. Every grin is a mask. Every pose is an audition for a role he didn't choose, but is now forced to play forever. His body stopped being his own years ago. It's public property now, examined, critiqued, praised, and judged constantly by everyone in Bikini Bottom. If Larry wakes up even slightly less shiny, is Larry okay? If his chest doesn't look pumped, did he skip chest day? If he doesn't flex back, he's changed. He's not the same Larry anymore. He can't even sneeze without someone assuming his immune system, and therefore his gains are collapsing. Then there's the tanning. Do you really think Larry loves sunbathing all day like a dehydrating crustacean statue? He has to. If Larry ever showed up a shade paler, Bikini Bottom would collectively panic like the stock market just dipped. The saddest part, he knows this. He knows that if he breaks the illusion even once, if he shows fatigue, if he looks normal, if he stops being this flawless red superhero, the ocean will lose interest. Larry isn't admired for being strong. He's admired for being perfect. And perfection is a prison disguised as a six-pack. If the expectations of perfection weren't enough, Larry's social life adds another level of emotional torment. Because he doesn't have friends, he has fans. Go to Goo Lagoon and watch what happens. Larry, flex for us. Bro, lift this. Larry, take a pic with me. Hey Larry, you look so jacked today. They don't greet him, they summon him. Larry can't have a normal conversation. If he ever tries to open up emotionally, sometimes I feel kind of lonely. That's great, bro. Do the pose. He's surrounded by people, yet completely alone. Even his so-called friends don't treat him like a person. SpongeBob? Too innocent to understand emotional pain. Patrick? doesn't know what emotions are. Squidward only complains when Larry's flexing is too loud. Mr. Krabs sees him as a marketing opportunity. Sandy thinks he's a scientific specimen. Nobody sits with Larry unless he's lifting something heavy. Nobody invites him to quiet hangouts. Nobody asks him how he feels. He's the emotional mule of Bikini Bottom, the mascot of bro culture, the go-to guy when someone needs a strong back, but never a strong conversation. Every time someone asks, "Hey Larry, want to hit the gym again?" a little piece of his soul snaps like one of his surfboards. Larry isn't popular. His body is popular. His presence is convenient. But Larry, the person? Invisible. Larry's day-to-day existence is psychological chaos. His mornings begin with stress. His afternoons are filled with anxiety. His evenings are battles against the fear of imperfection. He doesn't wake up, he respawns. The moment he steps outside, the beach becomes a battlefield of expectations. Someone always yells, "Hey Larry, flex for us!" He can't say no. Saying no means Larry is losing it. Larry is slipping. Larry is done. Even his workouts aren't for health. They're for survival. If Larry ever takes one day off, just one rest day, someone will say, "Wow, Larry looks kinda small today." That sentence alone could emotionally annihilate him. His hobbies? Not hobbies. Tests. A casual swim becomes a race. A quiet walk becomes a challenge. A deep breath becomes a performance of chest expansion. He can't sit. He can't nap. He can't relax. Everything he does becomes another opportunity to disappoint an entire beach. Even injuries don't save him. He sprains something, breaks something. "Wow, Larry got hurt." Show us something that doesn't use that muscle. Being Larry is a 24/7 job with no paycheck, no benefits, no breaks, and no mercy. Perfection is a treadmill Larry can't step off, because stepping off means disappearing. If Larry's emotional suffering wasn't enough, the universe itself seems to hate him personally, because every time Larry tries to do something simple, something anyone else could do without it becoming a cartoon nightmare, it goes wrong. Horribly, hilariously wrong. The diving board disaster. Larry prepares to dive like an Olympian. The sun glows. The crowd watches. He leaps and immediately slips mid-air like gravity got bored and wanted entertainment. He crashes into the water with a noise so dramatic it registers on seismic maps. Everyone laughs. Larry smiles through the pain. The surfboard tragedy. Larry leans on a surfboard, not lifts, just leans. The board snaps in half like wet spaghetti. The ocean itself is mocking him at this point. The barbell incident. He curls a barbell. It flies out of his hand. It destroys everything within a 10-foot radius. But Larry must smile. He must pretend it's fine, because embarrassment? Not allowed. Even his muscles betray him. He tries to scratch his face, his bicep blocks his vision, and he slaps himself. Toddler cries. Parents judge. Larry pretends it didn't hurt. Larry isn't allowed simple mistakes. He is only allowed spectacular failures. Every disaster is public. Every humiliation is loud. Every slip-up becomes a memory he'll replay at night while silently wishing he could molt into a different life. After all this, one truth becomes painfully clear. Larry the Lobster is not okay. His strength is a disguise. His smile is a mask. His confidence is a performance held together by sunscreen and anxiety. Larry isn't a joke. He's a metaphor. He represents every person who pretends to be fine, every person who smiles through stress, every person who hides behind humor or strength because the alternative feels dangerous. Larry wants a real friend, a quiet day, a break, a life where he doesn't have to flex. Someone to ask, "Are you okay?" and listen to the answer. But he can't have any of that, because Bikini Bottom doesn't want Larry. They want the icon. So he keeps smiling, keeps flexing, keeps pretending. And in that painful pretending, Larry becomes deeply, tragically human. We laugh at him because the universe treats him like slapstick. But we also relate to him because in his suffering, we see a bit of our own. Larry is a mirror, a muscular, exhausted, shiny mirror reflecting our fears back at us. He keeps going, even when it hurts, even when it breaks him, even when it's absurd. And that stubborn endurance is what makes him unforgettable. So, next time you see Larry smiling on the beach, remember, that isn't joy. That's survival. Behind that perfect shell is a soul begging for a nap, a vacation, and maybe a therapist with a specialization in performance anxiety. If this deep dive into Larry's tragic, hilarious breakdown made you laugh, hit the like button. If you want more cartoon character analysis, more emotional suffering, more existential comedy, subscribe. Share this video with someone who pretends to be fine but is one inconvenience away from snapping a surfboard in half. And please, send Larry your thoughts and prayers. He needs them. Thanks for watching. And remember, it's okay to be tired. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to be Larry sometimes. Just moisturize your shell. You don't want to end up like him.